Atoms are incredibly small. Imagine a grain of sand. Now imagine something so tiny that millions of them could fit inside that single grain. That's how small atoms are. But don't let their size fool you. Atoms are the basic building blocks of everything around us. Everything you see, touch, taste, and smell is made of atoms. Your computer, the air you breathe, even your own body, all are composed of these tiny particles. They are the fundamental ingredients of the universe. Atoms are like tiny Lego blocks. Just like Legos can be assembled in countless ways to build different structures, atoms combine to form all the matter we see in the universe. Without atoms, our universe would be a very different place. There would be no stars, planets, or life as we know it. Now let's dive into the heart of an atom. Each atom has a nucleus at its center. Inside the nucleus, we find two types of particles, protons and neutrons. Protons carry a positive electrical charge. Imagine them as tiny little suns radiating positive energy. Neutrons, on the other hand, have no charge. They are neutral, like tiny space rocks orbiting the proton suns. Whizzing around the nucleus, we find electrons. Electrons are much smaller than protons and neutrons. They carry a negative electrical charge, the opposite of protons. Think of electrons as tiny planets zipping around the nucleus, attracted to the positive charge of the protons. These three particles, protons, neutrons, and electrons, are the main players in the world of atoms. Their interactions and arrangements determine the properties of different elements and how they behave. Imagine the atom as a miniature solar system. The nucleus, containing protons and neutrons, sits at the center, just like our sun. The electrons, much smaller, orbit the nucleus in a region called the electron cloud. This cloud is not a solid thing like a cloud in the sky. Instead, it represents the area where electrons are most likely to be found. The electron cloud is mostly empty space. If an atom were the size of a football stadium, the nucleus would be like a tiny marble at the center. The electrons would be like even tinier specks buzzing around the stadium, representing the vastness of the electron cloud. This structure, a dense nucleus orbited by fast-moving electrons, is the defining characteristic of atoms. Atoms are the fundamental building blocks of all matter. Different types of atoms are called elements. We have over 100 different elements, each with a unique number of protons in its nucleus. For example, hydrogen, the simplest element, has just one proton. Oxygen, which we breathe, has 8. When atoms bond together, they form molecules. Water, for instance, is a molecule made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. These molecules then combine in countless ways to create the incredible diversity of materials we see in the world around us. From the smallest grain of sand to the largest star, everything in the universe is made of atoms. Understanding these tiny particles is key to unlocking the secrets of the cosmos. And here's a fun fact. The atoms in your body were once part of stars that exploded billions of years ago. You are literally made of stardust.